Our next guest has been making people laugh for the past 16 years. But when he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer when he was just 3 years old, it was no laughing matter. But when you're a comedian, laughter's the best medicine, right?
Yes, absolutely. This Saturday, he's hosting a special evening of comedy to raise awareness and funds for the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, which will be held at the Trenton Thunder ballpark in Trenton, New Jersey. Been there, played there. Please welcome comedian John Ziegler.
Hello, John.
Hi, thanks for having me, guys.
This is a pleasure. So let's get all of this out of the way first.
Okay.
He just mentioned that he has played at in Trenton, and you did that when you played what?
Double A for the Mets.
For the Mets, sir. Which New York team do you root for?
I'm a diehard Yankee fan.
Okay.
My wife is a diehard Met fan.
So you're a house divided.
We're a divided household.
Okay.
See,
and that's okay.
See, he was about to turn. He was about to turn all the way.
We actually have a niece. Her name is Shay, named after Shea Stadium. Yeah, Shay McGlynn.
See?
You're forgiven.
We can move on with this.
We can move on.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Tell us about this event that's happening at the Trenton Thunder.
It's an awesome event. I'm excited to be part of it. So it's left my pancreas off. It's going to be at the Trenton Thunder Stadium, and it's to raise awareness, money to support networks and pancreatic cancer, which I'm a survivor of. So I'm glad to be part of it.
Great. How are you feeling today?
Yeah.
Especially considering where I was, it's only been 3 years. I was diagnosed 3 years ago, so it feels more like a bad dream at this point. I feel pretty good.
Yeah. How did you know? When did you know that you were fully recovered?
I had no real symptoms.
Oh.
My pee was dark.
Okay.
That was it.
Wow.
Pee, urine. I don't know what you say on the news.
You could say both. Both are acceptable.
Pee.
Yeah.
So I noticed for a few days my pee was dark, and then I Googled it and it said if your pee is amber, that is not good. And then I Googled amber because I don't know what amber is. And it pulled up like a whole Benjamin Moore paint swatch of colors. So
did you go and check?
I did. I took my phone to the bathroom with me. That could be terracotta, maybe burnt sienna. I'm not quite sure. But that was the beginning of it. I went to urgent care. They sent me to an emergency room, and now I'm here with you guys. That was the path.
3 years ago.
3 years. April 2021, I was diagnosed.
Wow. When you were sick, did people treat you differently?
Yeah, people were incredibly kind and supportive and nice. Like, it changed me as a person. Like, my neighbors made me a lasagna and left it on my steps, and they left a card in there with $500.
Wow.
Yeah, and I asked my landlords, I go, where did this come from? And they go, they want to be anonymous. I'm like, that's very nice.
Right.
But I'm not eating stoop lasagna. I kind of need to know where this came from. But people were great. People were very kind and supportive. And that's why I'm glad that I can do this now and give back a little bit.
Always a New Yorker, not so trusting, right? Lasagna, but not stoop lasagna. Let's draw a line there, right?
No curbs.
Tell us about your experience that you had with your doctors.
My doctor was awesome. His name's Matthew Weiss. He's a surgeon who kind of specializes this out of LIJ on Long Island. It's a Northwell Hospital on Long Island. And he was Mr. Optimistic, so he never let me have a negative thought creep into my head. Wow. Like when I was diagnosed, I remember he rubbed my shoulders. He goes, John, you're optimistic, right? And I go, look, doc, this is what Steve Jobs died of. And he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I have Emblem Health. So I wasn't the most. But he was just like, we're going to beat this. And I kept that mindset, and here I am.
And here you are. What is your recovery? 3 years.
Yeah, I get scans all the time and follow-ups. The further I get removed from it, the further removed you are, your numbers go up in terms of your success rate.
Great.
So at that 3-year mark, it's a pretty positive sign.
Okay.
So all things good so far.
You don't have the paint swatches in the bathroom full time?
No, I still look. I'm not going to lie.
Of course.
Especially I take vitamins and fish oils, so it can all, so I get a little nervous sometimes.
Right.
But no, I don't really. It doesn't dwell. I don't think about it.
Sure.
In the week or two before scans, obviously you get a little anxiety. Like I have scans coming up September 5th will be my next round of scans. Okay. And I feel great, but I'd be lying to say I'm going to have a good night's sleep September 4th. Like, probably not.
Right. No, we get it. What other comedians, how many other comedians are going to be there with you?
I don't know the exact, but our headline is going to be Judy Gold, who's an Emmy Award-winning great comedian. Mike Vecchione, who's a phenomenal comedian, one of my personal favorite comedians. Nice. I know Marla Schultz is going to be on the show, who lost her mother from pancreatic cancer. And there's going to be, I think, 4 or 5 other comedians with me. Some of them I know, and some of them I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet. They come from like Philly and other parts, so it's always nice to meet other comics.
All right. Well, John, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
And congratulations on being 3 years cancer-free.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
That is wonderful. If you don't have plans tomorrow night, do yourself a favor. Go see John and all the other comedians and they're going to be raising some funds for pancreatic cancer with laughter. For more information on how to get your tickets, go to our website at pix11.com.